and has an opening in the top. Okay? When the infusion valve, or we call it also the pre-infusion valve, is closed, the water is pushed by a natural thermal expansion. So with the line pressure, the water is pushed inside the boiler to do the pre-infusion. This one I will explain it better in the next coming slides, so you will understand. Because we said when I start the machine, the pre-infusion valve is normally open, and the infusion it's divided into steps: the blooming step and the infusion step. And they will explain to you when this valve is open and when it's closed. The heating element is managed by what we call the PWM, or the pulse width modulation. Means that we activate the heating element with different voltage, which is give different level of heating. Is not we activate it 100% or we deactivate it, but we can activate it in different level. Both temperature sensors and heating element are connected to both the heating element and the sensor are connected to the CPU board in a closed loop feedback to control. Means whatever is detected by the temperature sensor is transferred to the CPU, and according to that, the CPU board activates the heating element in a certain power, a certain level of heat. In this way, or with this technology, we can guarantee a temperature control, or we can guarantee a temperature stability in the boiler, in the coffee boiler. Any question here? So, what is an expansion, or what is a thermal expansion? Water thermal expansion, the introduction of cold water into the coffee boiler at a temperature leads to a rapid expansion. So we have inside the boiler there is hot water, we introduce cold water, and this phenomenon causes an expansion inside the boiler. The thermal expansion leads to an increase in the pressure, which is in a certain level. It's not good to extract with that pressure, or to use that pressure, or during the standby. It's better to get rid of this pressure. The question here: how is this excess pressure discharge if it reaches too high value, which is in general we talk about 12 bar. If we reach a high value, there is this expansion valve which is set at 12 bar. Is the one will release or will discharge the extra pressure.
We call it excess.
Yes. So the expansion valve discharge any overpressure, means over or more than 12 bar in the coffee circuit due to the thermal expansion in the water. Any question here? How to adjust after you open? Right?
Yeah, let's go. Let's check that out.
Okay.
Let's
Okay, it's not explained here, but I will tell you how to do that. To adjust the expansion valve, once you open this part here, you replace this gasket and this gasket, this O-ring and this O-ring, and you replace the spring. You need to put it back. Okay? To put it back, there is a lock in the side, which is not, or to open it, there is a lock in the side. You know what it is because you open it before, there is a lock somewhere here. You need to lose it, so you'll be able to remove this part or to open this part. After you remove, you replace the spring and the two O-rings. Go to the pump and increase the pressure to 12 bar by acting on the bypass. Once you see that the gauge is indicating 12 bar, keep the pump running and start to open and lose this part, okay, till you see that there is one drop coming out every 1 second.
So means it's releasing now the exceeding pressure.
If it's releasing, when you adjust the pump at 12 bar, when this one starts to release like one drop every 1 second, means you are in the correct adjustment for 12 bar. Okay? Then after that you close the lock and you put back the pressure to which pressure?
8 or 9?
9 bar. 9 bar pressure.
I got the pen. Because
You got it?
The last one I changed this one. They have having problem with the product. It's like watery. So when we check this one, during every time they brew 1 second, half of the water goes outside from them.
Okay.
I replace all
You replace it?
completely.
Did you adjust it correctly? You replace everything.
Yeah.
Very good.
And they're club only.
I think you have. We will put you another tattoo. Don't replace everything.
Because see, we don't exactly.
It's
know
good for us, by the
pressure.
way. For me, it's good.
Of course.
If you replace the machine itself, I will not mind.
They don't care. They have money because they want the business run quickly.
Right.
So they it's okay, just fix it and like pay 100 kg.
No, sometimes if you need to replace, you replace.
Yeah.
And better to replace and fix the problem than to go and back after a few days. Next, this you have to concentrate a little bit. This is a very important. If you understand this, you understand the M200, and we are finished, and you can spend the other half in your home.
So this is, it's beyond commissioning the machine, especially when you have the barista.
Yes, if you understand what's going on inside during the extraction phase, خلاص, you will be able to tune your machine properly. In the
This graph, it will be seen on the screen, right? It's just yours.
which
Not
screen?
in the machine.
No.
This
This is just to explain what happened during the extraction phase. Okay, this is the situation. Extraction and espresso. What happened during that phase? Okay, and we are talking about the GT1. When we are explaining about the profile, is different. There is some differences. During the extraction, I want to prepare one espresso. Okay. In the machine recipe setting, I will have 3 parameters to adjust. Parameter 1 is the wetting. Wetting is to make the coffee cake wet with the coffee.
Without pressure.
Yeah, it's without pressure, then I will explain everything. Then there is something called pre-infusion. Then the dispense. Okay, those are the 3 steps to adjust to get the best what you can from that coffee beans you are using. And you need to explain to the barista how to adjust. Okay, but you as a technician, I will explain to you in more details to understand what happened during this phase. When I press the button espresso, the coffee starts coming from the port filter. This is what happened in the first step. The first step I can adjust from 0 to 10 seconds maximum. the waiting phase, I can adjust from 0 to 3 seconds. Right? Correct?
Yeah.
Remember, you cannot put more. The waiting phase is only 0 to 3. I can put it 0, I can put it 1, I can put it 2, I can put it 3. What happened during the waiting phase? During the waiting phase, the pump, it's working, it's running, right? You need to answer. Or we...
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? The pump is running, it's on. So the water will go here to here. There is nothing stopping the way of the water, even inside the flow meter. There is nothing stopping the way for the water, and it will reach the pre-infusion valve. During the waiting phase, the water can pass here or will stop here?
Can pass.
Can pass. Why?
Normally
Because
open.
it's not activated, and this one is normally open, right?
Yeah.
So the water will continue his way to the
Group.
group. G valve, you know what is G valve? Is this one.
Yeah.
This one is activated, means is open. So the water will come from inside the boiler to the direction to the cap. I will explain to you this part here. So this one is open, means this way here and here it's open to the coffee, right?
Yeah.
When this one is not activated, which way is open?
Up.
Watch up. This
Yeah, no.
is open.
From the top. There is pipe there.
This is the three-way solenoid valve.
Mhm.
The three-way solenoid valve
Yeah, this
has
one,
in,
Yeah.
out, discharge.
So to discharge.
If this one is not activated, between the port filter and here is open to discharge. When this one is not activated.
Yeah.
Okay? When I want to make a coffee, there is coffee here, there is resistance, right? So when I activate this way is open, the water comes from inside the boiler and goes to the top of the coffee. I extract the coffee. In the end of the cycle, I need to discharge the remaining pressure here, so I will be able to remove the port filter. To discharge it, thanks to this three-way solenoid valve. So this one, what it will do, will close the way for the water coming from the boiler, but will open this way here and here. Then we'll discharge the pressure here. In the rest time, this way is always open. If you blow here from the discharge, it will come. You will see there is air coming here, direction to the port filter. Do you understand how it works? So let's go back here. So when this one is activated, the water goes to the top of the coffee. Then I have maximum 3 seconds to do what? Waiting. Why we limit it in 3 seconds? Can someone guess? Guess.
So that we can get the exact volume of water dispensed. The coffee is already wet.
There is some like for example in the S6C